You don't need a key no more. Just scan your hand or scan your brain. You driving your car. Everything gonna be digital. Everything gonna be inconvenience. Everything gonna be hooked up. It's gonna be a whole total smart city, smart system. Okay. Public transit cards like the London Oyster card. Okay, so you get onto public transportation, you're gonna need the chip. Okay. Or bank cards with contactless payment functions. Okay. So all this stuff, you're gonna need a chip to survive in this system. There was a point I wanted to make, and it escaped me. What point I want to make? But I just keep reading. Maybe it'll come back to me. Yet the issue with such chips and what causes concern is whether in the future they become even more advanced. But they all came more advanced in the last 3 years. They definitely more advanced than this. Okay? That chip is going to turn you into a cyborg. Packed full of a person private data. So all your private data is going to be on there. That's one thing they advertise. Like, what happens if you have a person with autism? Not autism, but whatever, too. A person with autism, but a person with Alzheimer's disease. And say that he forgot his name. Say he fell down from a heat stroke. He wake up, he don't know his name, he don't know where he live at. All they do is scan that chip. And everything's on it. So that's how you're going to promote it as something beneficial to the people. But it's all about control. And in turn, whether this information is secure and if a person could indeed be tracked, financial technology or fintech expert Theodore Leo is co-author of the book Beyond Good, How Technology is Leading a Business-Driven Revolution. That's what it is, man. This is the second, oh man, what do they call it? The second revolution? Or the second, I think Charles Schwab called it the second industrial revolution. Basically, it's a technology revolution where you're going to need technology in order to survive. And that technology is the mark of the beast, okay, which is the microchip. She said that implanted payment chips are just an extension of the Internet of Things. So that chip is an extension. Okay, so they're gonna make you into one with the system. Okay. By that she means another new way of connecting and exchanging data. Yeah, man. So this chip, you exchange data, digital data. I mean, your money, your social security card, or number. We have diabetes, your health care. Everything gonna be on that chip. Your health resorts. Okay, your resume, everything, your Facebook account, Instagram will be on that chip. That's the point I want to make. These phones right here, it's gonna be obsolete. The phone's gonna be in your mind. Okay, because right now they have where in this phone you have. I got an iPhone. I got my wallet. I got some credit cards, my bank information. So if I forget my bank card, really, I don't need my bank card. I can just swipe my card onto that kiosk. So right now, I have no use for a wallet. Well, the wallet, I keep my ID. But all that stuff you can put in your phone, they're going to transfer it to the microchip. So this is going to be obsolete. The microchip in your mind, you call people. You could use, it's going to be financial. Healthcare, everything will be in that chip. And you're gonna be connected to the internet. Everybody's gonna be connected to the internet, to the wireless internet, to the 5G or 6G technology. Okay? So they tell you in this article here. Alright, I'm gonna continue to read. There is a dark side to the technology that has a potential for abuse, she says. To those with no love of individual freedom, it opens up to seductive new vistas for control, manipulation, and oppression. That's exactly what it happened for. It's all about control and oppression. You don't do what the elite says, the beastism says, they're going to shut it off. So you have no rights. But Brother Bernard been saying that for years. You don't have rights, you have privileges. How long Brother Bernard been saying that? So they going so not only they're going to take away your rights, they're going to take away your privileges. It's total control. You got to accept technology. I mean, Shalaka, you got to accept the technology, but you got to accept homosexuality. You got to accept women over men, and other accept pedophiles. So everything wicked the so-called white man promotes, you can't speak out against it, or you're gonna turn off your chip. And it all relate to your social credit score, where if you accept homosexuality or anything wicked in the system, you have a high social credit score. But if you don't accept these ways, like I don't, you have a low credit score, so you can't even function in the system. Okay. So yeah, it's a form of oppression, it's a form of control, because this white man want to be like the Most High. Okay. And his biblical name is Edom, Esau. So I got a scripture here that talks about it. So this article, man, it just goes well with the scriptures. Isaiah 14:12 through 14. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation? So this so-called white man, they call him Lucifer here, the light bearer, on the left-hand side, he weakened all the nations through his wicked philosophy. Okay, he had all the nations drunken through his wine, that wicked philosophy. And right now he want to weaken the nations also by everybody taking that microchip. And everybody coming under one digital currency. Okay? And also going to set up World War III too, because a lot of those nations from BRICS don't want to come under the elite's currency, the CBDC. Okay? They want to have their own currency. But that's another story. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. Okay, so this white man right now, he's on top. Heaven means in rulership. Right now, this white man's in rulership. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. Who the stars of God? The Israelites. The stars of Yahweh. Okay, the sons of Yahweh. The Israelites. Okay, which he have exalted his throne. He ruling us right now. We become his slave through the disobedience of the Most High. Punishment. I will sit upon the mount of the congregation. Who the congregation? The Israelites, okay? The government of the Israelites. He's on top of us. In the sides of the north. Where are most of the Israelites located? North America, okay? I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, okay? So it also is twofold too, because it's talking about his space program. You know, like Elon Musk, that madman with his SpaceX program, okay? Like the book of Obadiah, once you set your nest amongst your stars, then I'm going to bring you down, which he have been bringing him down since the 70s. I will be like the Most High. He won't be like the Most High. He want absolutely control. He won't control the way you think. He won't control how you eat. Why do you think Bill Gates is buying all these farms up? Okay? He won't control how you eat. The portions how you eat. The portion of meat you want to eat. He won't control the temperature of your house. He won't control where you live. He wants 15-minute cities, so you have no reason to leave 15 minutes from your house. The sooner they're gonna stop you from even traveling to different countries. They want you here in America. They want America into a huge concentration camp. All about control. You want to control how you think, which is wicked. And when I say control how you think, which is wicked, because he's the left-hand side. He's all about sin. He's a man of sin. He promotes homosexuality. He promotes women over men. He promotes murder, drugs, being drunk, everything bad. Being a gluttonous, everything bad. Breaking a dietary law, idolatry with these wicked holidays, pushing sweet white Jesus on us. Everything against the Most High, he want to promote. That's that image. That's the image of that old Roman Empire. Okay? We will be made of the Most High image. When I say image, I'm not really talking about your looks. I'm talking about the way you think, the way you act. Okay? Like celebrities have a certain type of image. We will be the image of the Most High. If the Most High walk on earth, we will be the image. We supposed to imitate the Most High, which is keeping the law, statute, and commandments. But he wants you to imitate after Satan, okay? After his wicked ways. Okay? So he won't be like the Most High. He wants total control. Okay? And who owns the data? Who have access to the data? The elites. They have it. Okay? They control everything. Is it ethical to chip people like we do pets? You know why they chipping you like we do pets? Because when you chip a pet, that means that's your pet. You own that pet. The same way as branding cattle. You put your initial on that cattle. That's how the so-called white man is branding us. He said, you, my children. You ain't the Most High children. You my children. I rule this planet. I rule this universe. Okay, I am the Most High. The result, she cautioned, could be the disempowerment of many for the benefit of a few. So she's talking in code. She's talking about the elites. They're going to disempower the billions of people on earth to serve a few people. And really, they want that population down. They want that population down to 500 million people. That's why the Bible says it's going to be great death, because the elites are going to bring out many plagues to destroy the people. Okay? They want the population under 1 billion people. Really 500 million to be exact. Okay? And they want those 500 million people to be their slaves. They want this planet, which was for the Israelites' sakes, they want for their sakes. They want the birthright. They want to be like the Most High, and they want to be like the Israelites, and they want immortality, and they want the earth to be for themselves. But it ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay? So we understand the scriptures, man, and you read articles like that, it just blends in beautifully. But she's talking in code. She's talking about the elites. Okay? The super rich. Let me get Ephesians 6 and 12. They talk about the super rich. And the super rich is controlled by Satan, man. Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness. This is talking about the elites, man. Okay? And they are run by Satan. Okay? And with these sorcerers, they talk to Satan and these high-level demons. And they come up with these plans to oppress the people. Okay, so that AI technology, this chip technology, is nothing but high-powered technology on the left-hand side. And nothing righteous about it. Okay? Nothing righteous about it. And they get this from Satan and his demons, personally. Okay? Against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's what the elite is about. Spiritual wickedness, man. Okay? Only a madman would think to chip everybody so you have total control. What more do the elites want? They have everything. They have trillions of dollars. They have homes in France. They have their own islands. They have servants. But it ain't enough. They eat the best steak, eat the best lamb, have the best wine, the best liquor. They got the best of everything. But they still miserable. They still want to control and destroy the people. Okay? Stephen Norham, senior lecturer in innovation and entrepreneurship at the University of Winchester, says that the concerns are unwarranted. In addition to academic work, he is founder of the UK firm Biotech, which have been making implanted countless chips since 2017. Well, of course, he come against it. He stands to make billions of dollars off this, man. He's not about an insider anyway. Its implants are aimed at people with disabilities which can use the chips to automatically open doors. You see how they paint this for your benefit? So say you're in a wheelchair, or say you can't use your arms. You can walk by the doors, get the chips in your brain or your fork or your hand, and the door open for you. So that's how they do, man. The Bible said this damn devil, the so-called white man, he comes like a lamb, but he speaks as a dragon. He comes in peace and he goes, I'm going to help society. This is going to be great for society. But he want to destroy you, man. Like the Northern Indian said, the white man speaks with a forked tongue. Back in the Netherlands, Mr. Paulman described himself as a biohacker, someone who puts pieces of technology into his body to try to improve his performance. He had 32 implants in total, including chips to open doors and embedded magnets. Okay, he sounds like a weirdo. Technology keep evolving, so I will keep collecting more, he says. My implants augment my body. I wouldn't want to live without them, he says. So yeah, man, so that chip is going to turn his body into a machine, you know what I'm saying? And with that Beetlejuice in there, that means you already have the interface already through the nanotechnology. So really, you got like mini microchips already in your body. Mini microchips. That's how it looks like. Like a circuit board with mini microchips inside your body. Believe it or not. And when it's chip in it, it's going to activate that interface, your circuit board. And you'll be one with the system. One with the AI technology. Okay, so basically, when you get the chip, you sell your soul to a damn devil, man. Okay? There will always be people who don't want to modify their body. Absolutely. We should respect that. And they should respect us as biohackers. And they're not going to respect that. Because they're going to roll on us for not taking on his chip. Okay? But hey, man, I got my faith in Yahawashi and Yahawashi, man. You can take that chip and shove it up your ass. Okay? And I got one more scripture. I'm going to end it, man. So, I believe it's been pretty edifying, man. Through the power and the spirit of Yahawashi and Yahawashi. So it's Revelation 3, 10, and 11. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. That's right, man. We need truth, man. You gotta be patient, man. You know? And when you're patient, you suffer, man. But that's okay, man. This suffering is good. To cleanse from his wickedness. You know? You know, when I first came to the truth, man, it was funny. I came in 07, and Karab came like maybe a year or two after me, or something like that. Yeah, Karab came like maybe 3 years after me. Karab was the big guy with the beard. And, 2011, we came to the truth, young, late 20s, whatever. Karab a little younger than me, in the mid-20s at the time. And, well, hey, man, we got 1 more year left, 2 more years left. Basically, we were always hastening the day, man. But we never got discouraged. The Most High always gave that spirit to hasten the day and be patient, man. So we thinking that we'll get out here in 2012, we still here. We'll get out 2014,